Good morning. It's Friday. My kids are at my mother-in-law's. They're just now waking up, I'm sure, and she's going to be dropping them off soon. I am working on a Valentine's project. Dustin and I don't do Valentine's, but for the kids it's fun. And by the way, Dustin and I don't do Valentine's because whatever. I guess February is our anniversary and it's my birthday, and also like Hallmark's great, but they don't dictate our lives. So we try to always remember the day that we met, which is July 6th, but sometimes we remember and sometimes we don't. But anyways, I'm doing a project for the kids. I have written on these hearts little notes like, I trust you, I love that you love Jesus, I love you, I will always keep you safe, you are creative, you are kind, I love your dimple when you smile because it means you smiled real big. And I like watching you build your rock collection. So each kid has, oh, here's Malachi's. Malachi's blanket is yellow, Anna's blanket is green, and Lydia's blanket is purple. So they know whose is whose. We've already hidden a couple, but I'm doing a jackpot today since they're gone. And so I'm gonna hide some hearts and see if they catch any. But the girls always come into the chalk drawer to update their chores, and so I'll just do that. Malachi's in his high chair. I'll put another one in here. This is Anna's piano book, so I'll just slip that one in. Every day they brush their hair, so I'll put that by the hair bows and brush. Who's in there?
Please, Poppy.
Okay, the girls have been studying very hard on reciting some poetry, and we picked the first one from the Children's Book of Virtues, and it's on Courage and Perseverance. Are you ready? Girls, go.
Try again. Tis a lesson you should hear. Try again. And at first you don't succeed. Try again. Then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you will conquer. Never fear. Try again.
Another one we've been working on is Psalm 100. We haven't gone all the way, but here's how far we've gone. Girls, go.
Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come to Him, Lord, with a song.
Okay, so obviously we're not finished with it, but here, we'll do it all together. Ready?
Shout
Girls,
for joy
to the Lord,
with
all the earth.
Worship the Lord
with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God.
Well, I just had my consultation meeting with FCF Church, which is in Frederick, and I've been helping them get together their work on their website. So just like Robbie Dawkins and some of these other guys that I've been working with, Frederick Christian Fellowship's one of my clients. I'll put some links in here. I'll get Lori to put some links in for the description to some of my awesome clients that I've been working with for years, and supporting their ministries by hosting their sites and giving them free consultations and developing for them But anyway, yeah, folks like Robbie Dawkins out of Furious Love movie. Been working with him for years. I've known Robbie since around 2011. Todd White introduced me to, or Todd White didn't introduce me. It's a whole crazy story. I ended up praying for the same person at the same time as Todd White was praying for in a San Francisco airport. I didn't know who he was. And then I turned and gave him a word. I was like, this is what God's saying. You're going to speak to the nations, speak to young people all over the world. And he was just then headed to Bethel. He turns and he goes, well, let me give you a word. He speaks over me that I'm going to reach nations or whatever, and in the power of the kingdom. And I'm like, I believe it, I agree. So he's like, I'm Todd White. I'm like, I heard of you. And back then he'd only had some videos on the YouTube or whatever, and I'd never seen him. But he told me to meet Robbie, and so I went to a pastor's conference at the next leg of my trip, and Robbie was speaking. So Robbie and I headed off, and then Robbie came and did an event for us in DC, which was like the largest event for our denomination in DC ever. So anyways, it's huge, just a cool thing. So long story short, Robbie and Todd and all those guys, I really support them, and Robbie's ministry's on our system, and we consult with him, and FCF, Frederick Christian Fellowship, is a mega church in Frederick County, and they're on our system, and I consult with them, and done a lot to get these guys some distance. So anyways, pretty cool stuff. Now, I'm going to finish up this stuff, these meetings, and I'm going to head on to my next stuff. I've been very busy for the last weeks. Yesterday I got a little bit of downtime, hung out with the kids and Lori, and got a date night last night, and today I hopefully will take some more downtime. I got one more big call to make, and I got to go through some email. But church stuff's going well, consultations are going well, business is going well. Need to work on my sermon that is in 2 weeks. And then I've made some orders. We got some tents coming in. I'm finally getting tents for the front yard at New Life. So get ready for that vision of tents. The tents are coming. I got them ordered. So that's going on. I'll video that later when they get here. I'm so excited. They're like bright lime green. And I'm trying to think, just a bunch of good stuff. Just trying to keep moving forward and keep doing Jesus' thing. And I'm now working on videos. I'm going to be investing in building out New Life's YouTube brand. And I'll put a link here to the New Life YouTube so you can go subscribe to them. Anyway, I guess that's just about it. I should put a link to the FCF YouTube as well, because you can subscribe to them. We'll put all that stuff here. Just a bunch of links today. It's going to be link day. Go check it out. All right, see you guys. Let's go have fun. Since it's kind of a slow day, I'm going to go head on into the kitchen and see what everybody's up to and hang out with some kids while I do my work. It's a nice light day. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, for lunch we're having glazed carrots, crispy Brussels sprouts, fried pears, and salmon. We're just waiting on it to finish. Wait, so Dustin's getting ready to, hold him off.
Wait.
Dustin's getting ready to do a trick that my Papaw used to always do to me, and it was my so very favorite thing, one of my most fond memories about him. So hold on.
Ready?
Yep. That was a twofer, 2 for 1.
That is just me.
Did you like the surprise?
No, I didn't.
Here in this town, we found the Colonel Silas Alexander Sharp House. And so he's well known as a colonel during the second half of the 19th century. So he's a great political leader. And this is one of the oldest houses in Statesville. Let's go check it out. Cool. It's an old City Hall building. Love how this place looks. The older buildings here in this town. Very pretty. So this is the old courthouse here in town. It says Statesville in the Civil War. The raiders soon departed. Stoneman's raid. After destroying the Confederate supply depot and prison at Salisbury, Union General George Stoneman led his raiders west toward Tennessee, arriving in Statesville. They came right here to town. On the night of April 13th, 1865, here his men burned supplies, the railroad depot, and the Iredell Express office, nearly setting the entire town afire. Some soldiers were accused of mistreating residents and beating one to compel him to lead to hidden gold. The wife of Governor Zebulon B. Vance, however, received courteous consideration, and Colonel William J. Palmer, commander of one of Stoneman's brigades, ordered personal items returned to her that had been removed by one of her trunks. The raiders soon departed. As federal troops closed in on Raleigh near the end of the war, Governor Vance fled the city at midnight on April 12th and joined his family here in the residence now called the Vance House. He remained here until Union cavalrymen arrested him on May 13th, taken to Washington, D.C., and held in the old Capitol prison for 7 weeks. Vance was finally released without being charged and returned here. He later moved to Charlotte, practiced law, and was elected U.S. Senator, held that office until his death in 1894. The house was moved to Sharp Street in 1950. Cool. Here's the old courthouse. And I used to take violin lessons in there when I was a kid. Too cool. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Sure did.
If we thought we went to the same place we do now for piano.
Nope, that's a whole different city. You take piano in a whole different city, but this is when I was a kid. I took violin lessons in there. There goes Dad and Shannon. They're hauling the skidder.
Look at that.
We just saw them. We pulled in right behind them on the road. That was cool. Kiddos got to wave. This is the sign for William Sharp. This is where his house, place, and grave was. But he was an advocator for UNC, and he was a member of the Provincial Congress. So UNC, of course, became a school because of William Sharp. And the thing is that it's the first state school in the nation. Yay! So it's actually one of the oldest schools in the nation as well, and William Sharp was a big proponent for it. He grew up here and was a provincial congressional member, or Continental and Provincial Congress member, and then is buried here about 2 miles from this sign up the road. We're going to see if we can find where he was. Well, the kiddos are going to play on the playground here at the old Snow Creek United Methodist Church while I go find Captain William Sharp's grave. So Captain William Sharp grew up not far from here, and his grave is here at the church. And again, he's the one who made sure that UNC Chapel Hill happened. So it's pretty cool. And I think he might be in my ancestry too, but that's less important to me than just finding him at this point.
This is terrible. I'm sitting in the car while my kids are at a playground. I don't know, I'm tired. It's been a long week. But I got my eye on them. Watch. Yeah, go tag Anna. He said, Mommy, Anna tagged me.
So hard looking through these cemeteries and seeing the old stones like that just knocked down from back in the 1700s. Old stones. You see that a lot. So sad. Some folks are restoring some of these old cemeteries and upkeeping, and that's a good thing. I'm still trying to find William Sharp. I know he's out here. It's just hard to find because this thing's so spaced out. Most places they start in a certain area and then go in the older section, but this is like all this area is either really spaced out and there's something going on as far as like the way they planned it, or there's a lot of stones missing. I can't tell. You see that a lot in these old graveyards here in North Carolina too. Anyway, let's keep going. It's so strange to see these fieldstone monuments that don't have anything marked on them, but just a fieldstone marker. Looks like here we're getting to the older ones. Well, I found it. I found where William Sharp is buried. Right there. Member of Continental Congress. Very cool. So just so I make sure that it's easy to find him again, because this is intense getting out here and just making me overwhelming. That's a huge cemetery. There's the church. There's the opening of the gate over here. And if we turn, we're really just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows into him right there. And he's literally, if you notice, from the old trees in the corner, if you do the 5 up, he's only this row right here. And then right there is William Sharp, the rounded top one in the center. Right here. Right there. So that's how you find him. But anyway, it's a undertaking to find him out here. There's a number of other Revolutionary War soldiers out here. You can see their little placards. Wherever you see the rounded placards at, you can know those are Revolutionary War soldiers. And what I just found out here is that a number of these folks were placed by what used to be the Fort Dobbs section of the Sons of the American Revolution. And that chapter is no longer here. It's been gone for a while, I guess. So that's kind of interesting because I'm having to become a member of the Catawba Sons of American Revolution chapter. I wonder if I can, after I get a few years in, I can reinstate the Fort Dobbs chapter. That'd be really cool.
Green beans. I want green beans and meatballs and chips and dip and noodles and cheese.
I asked Malachi. He said, I want dinner. I said, you want dinner? What do you want for dinner? He said, chips and meatballs and Olaf's and meatballs and Polly Pops. So Olaf's are black olives. I don't and green beans. I don't have any Olaf's. I think we're gonna have sausage and sour cream. Sounds like you want tacos. So, you made me forget what I was gonna say. Oh, I think we're gonna do grits and eggs and liver mush and sausage.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna do for dinner.
I'm gonna eat all.
You're gonna eat it all? Okay.
Yeah.
You want milk too? Okay. So the van broke.
The van broke.
The fan. F-A-N. So Poppy's putting in a new light.
Yeah, and this is my yard.
Dustin just totally upped the cool factor in their room. Check that out. So crazy cool. So we're gonna call them in.
Say watch your cartoon, okay? I expect y'all to clean this room up immediately. Get in there now, Lydia. Get in there now. Clean that room up. Get in there now. Clean it up.
Oh my goodness! Oh, look at my room! Wow! This is amazing!
You wanna see too?
Look!
You got nightlights to read with.
I love it! I love it. I can sleep in my bed right now.
Okay, good night.
I never want to get out of my bed in my bedroom again. Oh, I love it!
You love
I
it?
love it!
Careful.
Hey, where's the dog? I thought he'd be in here.
He's right there.
Oh.
You Well, I got the girls' rope lights under her bed. Anna has pink, Lydia has purple, and I got the other hanging down lights over their beds. They love it. I don't think they're ever going to want to leave. That's really cool. Now for dinner.
A big pizza ever. Good thing my pizza.
Big
it's like
pizza ever.
This long, this wide, and Malachi
devouring it before we ever sit down. You're a hungry big boy, huh?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for our pizza.
Yes.
I'm excited. So guys, it is officially Sabbath time. So it's Sabbath. We're getting ready to finish up for the night.
It felt like Sabbath was 10 years ago.
Yeah, we had a big day. Did a lot of history.
Trying a recommendation from Miss JC. This is the loaded cheddar bacon bites. It's like their crazy bread with this yummy goodness on it. So we've already eaten a little bit.
Interesting.
Thank you
I
for
haven't.
the recommendation.
All right, so let's remind everybody. Don't forget, keep family second, Jesus first. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Okay, tell me, what is it?
An eclipse. Yeah, there's gonna be snow.
It's not gonna be snow. Would you say the what's coming?
An eclipse. Yeah. Come on, Papaw.
The eclipse is coming. The eclipse is coming.
Lydia said we have to hurry because it's only for a moment.
Well, you can't see my face good, but we're watching the eclipse. I'm gonna see if I can record some of it for us. Well, the eclipse is almost done. So it'll still go on for a couple more hours, but that upper end now is on the top left is still coming out from behind the shadow of the earth. So it's getting brighter and bigger. It's pretty amazing.